Reality Receipts.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Reality Receipts podcast starring me, Storytime with Ricky.
And me, Reality Ashley. We're back to talk about a brand new show, The Valley Persian Style. We didn't watch Shaws of Sunset, so this is like brand new introduction to all these people. I love it so far, but we'll get into it. But Ricky was just about to tell me about her night last night, but we were like, let's save it because I'm sure everybody wants to know. So what happened? What'd you do? Where'd you go?
Okay, so I went to the Nice Guy, which is it's like kind of like a hot spot in LA. A friend of mine was having a birthday thing. They have this new thing called Martini Mondays. So the Nice Guy is like pretty upscale, like pretty pricey. So Martini Mondays, I think the martinis are like $10 and they have a menu where you get like an appetizer, entree, and a martini for like $30. So a friend of mine was having a birthday thing there. Surprisingly, a lot of people there for a Monday night, live music, a DJ. It was a nice little vibe. Like, honestly, we're going to go back for my other friend's birthday. Her birthday's in February. She was like, I booked a slot. Like, I want to go back. It was a nice vibe. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna catch some daddies tonight. Like, I was like, I got dressed up and I was like, okay, like, if I want to get dates, like I have to go outside,
Yeah.
but and I had a wingman, and man, she was trying real hard. Like, men just don't approach women anymore. It's like so bizarre. Like, they'll stare, they'll look, but they will not approach. Like, it was at a point where I think she may have been a little tipsy, but she just started literally going up to guys and be like, "Are you single?" Like, okay, how old are you? Oh, okay, yeah. And then if like they like reached a line of questioning that was like she'd be like, okay. Everybody in there,
Vetting process.
yeah, she was vetting for me for sure. Everybody in there, Ashley, was literally 24 years old. I was like, okay,
Oh, no.
this is
There was
no.
no grown-up.
Where do the grown-ups hang out? And what's so funny is there was one guy that I was like, maybe him, like, because he was tall, he was handsome. And so at the end of the night, my wingman asked a mutual who knew him. She was like, who's that guy? Like, and what's so funny is like we were like, oh, he looks like a little knockoff overseas basketball. Like, we were just talking shit. Like, we were like, and we were talking about his outfit. We were like, he looks like some knockoff overseas. Like, and then so my wingman asked our mutual friend, like, oh, who's that guy? Like, Ricky kind of was like, he'll do, like,
Mhm.
he was like, he's like an ex-NBA player, like, worth like $70 million. Like, we were like talking shit.
So
he's giving overseas reject.
well, you have the basketball part, right?
Yeah. But that was like a given. He was like 6'8". Like, he was like really, really tall. But I was like, see, I know how to pick him. The one guy that I picked out is like an NBA player. But
Did you get his number?
I didn't get his number. No. No.
Why not?
It was at the end of the night. Like, he's the one guy that I was like, but it seemed like he was tall. Like, we literally thought he worked for, because the friend whose birthday it was, he like works in nightlife. So we literally even like made a joke because we saw him talking to like another girl that works in the nightlife. I was like, oh, I think he like works for the company or whatever, because they were just having a conversation. Now I realize that she was hogging him. Like, she was just talking to him the whole night. So I don't even know that he's seen me, but then our mutual did say that he's like actively. Actually, I'm not going to even say that on here so people can piece together who the fuck I'm talking about. So yeah, I was like, yeah, he's I don't think he's in a space to date. Let me just say
Actively going on the traders.
No. He's
Actively
like going through a divorce. Going through a divorce.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
like,
okay,
so
okay.
he's like in the midst of.
See, I would not be able to piece that together. So that's
I mean, I guess there's a ton of people that are actively going through a divorce.
If it's not. See, I can't even name one basketball player.
I don't know basketball at all. But
LeBron. Okay, if it's not LeBron, I do not know the names of the players. So you're safe.
He's not actively going through divorce. Him and Savannah are goals. So,
and I think he still plays, right?
Yeah,
so he's the only one I know. So okay.
Yeah, he still plays. So that was like the only like guy I thought. I was like, oh my god, it's just rough out here. It's hard out here for a pimp. So
I
The
think I've
search
heard,
continues.
I remember somebody was spotted there. I remember the name of the place. I can't remember who. So was there any other celebs there or no?
Um, I don't really pay atten I don't know athletes, like, my mutual's
True.
like, "Oh, like, there's a bunch of, like, athletes in here," like, a bunch of, he said, like, Chargers and Rams players, but I don't know what they
I
look
know the
like.
Rams. I've seen the Rams. That's football.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
know that
Chargers
the
is football,
Chargers
right?
is Chargers and Rams is football, but I don't know any of the players. I don't know what
No.
these guys look like, and honestly, like, football players, that's probably why everyone was 24, was because they're all, like, young
Yeah.
rookies or whatever, you know, so but the Nice Guy is it's a hot spot, like, it's a
Mhm.
nice place. I think, like, some of the cast of Love Island was spotted there before, like,
Okay.
I don't know,
I've
but
always I know this is so cliche and tacky, but I've always wanted to go to Craig. So next time I come there, can we go? Because I've never been. I tried
I've
to go
actually
once.
never been to Craig's either,
What?
but which
Oh, okay,
I've
it's too
never been
cringy.
to Craig's, but I've had reservations there before, but I've never gone through with going because when
Mhm.
you look at the pictures online, it looks really rinky dink, like, it looks
It is.
real run down, like, it needs a major upgrade, so I'm
It
always like,
is.
there's so many
I
other places I could go that
I went last time I was, or no, when I was in LA a couple times ago with my friend from here. We went in there to go, like, we walked in and they were like, "We're not open yet." It was like 3 in the afternoon,
oh,
but the
yeah.
doors were open, so I
Yeah.
almost went. I've been inside and you're right. It looks like an Olive Garden or something, It's super chill. I wouldn't expect it to be such a hot spot, which I don't think it is a hot spot. It's just everyone knows people take pictures there, right? So I don't think you're gonna see like A-listers, but maybe people that would like their photo taken, and then people like me who just wanna look at the people getting their photos taken. So
Yeah, yeah, it's like it is, like, really run down, like, I swear I've had a reservation there several times, and I'm like, "Why am I going to this place?" It's
mhm,
like the reviews on the food are not good, the vibe is not good, like, but it is on a strip, like, where a lot of, like,
mhm.
where you would see like, it's on this I think it's, like, next to Catch LA, it's, like so those are
Yeah,
places that one would go if they want their photos taken, so there
yes.
was no paparazzi outside of Nice Guy or it used to be, like,
No,
really, really popular, and then I feel like it died down and, like, it's just now, like, it's coming back up,
coming
so
back.
it's a nice chill spot. I enjoyed the Martini Mondays, they were playing, like,
Yeah.
R&B vibes, like, I had my little cappuccino, the old bitch sitting in the booth with my cappuccino, vibing to R&B, I was in heaven, I stay here all night, like, ordered some chocolate chip cookies, like, I was living my best life,
They had the
but
music at an appropriate volume, like, it wasn't
no,
too
it was
crazy.
it was a little loud, but I think it was
Oh,
because we were sitting right next to the DJ, so I was like, once we,
okay.
like, moved away, I was like, "This is nice, I like it here."
Nice place for a little coffee and some music.
Cookies and some music, but I think that's also why it's like, okay, you have to get up, you have to walk around, like, I was just in my little booth, like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
too
you
much
gotta walk
effort,
around
too
and
much
give the
effort.
eyes, right? That you're
No, it's
available.
t too much
No.
effort. It's too much
Yeah.
effort. Like, you come up to me, "Sir, have some balls, or just
Yeah.
leave me alone." You know what I mean? But it's just like they just don't
You
approach
know,
anymore.
and I feel like that's the problem with dating today is that the apps have made people lazy, right? Because back in my day when I was outside single, there was no app. So if you wanted
Yeah.
to hook up or anything, you had to actually talk to a human. And now, why would a man waste his time going up to girls in a bar when he can just go on his little app and it's like we said, DoorDash for people. So
Yeah.
you don't need to put in the effort anymore. So unless,
Yeah.
that's how you maybe weed out the people though, right? Like someone who's genuinely looking for a connection and an actual relationship might be done with the apps. They're outside actually approaching people. So
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
just gotta
and
wait
I
for the
do
right
feel
one.
like there are, like, age ranges that probably don't even do the apps or believe in the apps or like
Mhm.
they want back in their day that's how you met a person so it's like that's what I like them a little older, I like them a little gray, like, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
not like 60 gray, like
Like
45.
45 gray.
Yeah, so I feel like that age range is like that's a good age range of like maybe they would not be
Yeah.
scared to approach somebody, so
Although
We'll
I feel
see.
like those men, if they are divorced, are like in the late 40s, early 50s, there was no apps the last time they were single. So they're probably having a field day on those apps, you know? Like they might be the worst ones. I don't
They
know, but
might. Oh,
I
you
could see
gotta
it.
get the ones that, like, aren't into social media, because I
Yeah,
feel like if you're not into social media, you're not gonna be into an app,
true.
you know?
And you need a busy man or anyone that's busy. They don't really have time to chat on an app and do all that, right? Like they're
Yeah.
out, they see someone they like, they don't have time to waste time. So they're just gonna
Yeah.
go for it, right? So
Exactly.
if he's got
Exactly.
time to be on the apps a lot, that's not a good sign. So,
Yeah, and one of my resolutions is to, like, be out more and, like, accept those invites more. Because typically, I would've stayed my ass home last night because I'm like,
mhm.
"Oh, I gotta watch my shows,
Yeah.
bye," I like my own company, but
Yeah.
I'm like, "I need to get out more. When I am invited places, just go." I shop a lot, I have all of these nice clothes, and it's like,
Mhm.
sometimes you just gotta go just so you can wear your shit, you know? So, I'm
See,
gonna do more of that in 2026.
that's how I know my life is super lame because I feel like you're out a lot, and I'm like, "That's a very busy life, like a fun LA life you have," and you're like, "No, I'm not out that much." So I'm like, "Damn, I'm really never out." So I need to do that too. That can be
But
both of our
but
resolutions.
I'm like you, like, if the opportunity presents itself to stay home,
Yeah.
I'll stay home, I have like, in my opinion, I have gone to the fact that I went to dinner with my friend last week and went to this birthday thing this week, I'm like,
Mhm.
"Whoa, you are really just outside." It's like, "Girl, you've been out
You're
twice, but,
wild.
you are a wild girl." Like, the fact like, I went on one date, I went to
Mhm.
dinner with my girlfriend, and I went to a birthday thing,
It's
like,
only
that's a
12 days
lot.
into
That's a lot.
January. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
that's a lot, right? So I'm like, "Wow,
Yeah.
you're really doing it," and tomorrow I'm going to a premiere thing, but to me, that's like work, right? So I'm
Yeah.
like, "Okay, we're gonna go." That's a lot. Like, that's
That
a
is a lot.
lot of getting ready, that's a lot of action. I'm like, "Wow, you
That
are
is a
really
lot.
doing some things."
I was just saying that to my husband last night because he plays hockey every Tuesday night and he does this virtual golf thing on Thursdays. And I was like, damn, everybody's out doing stuff. You're out like all these times a week. I'm literally in this podcast closet, I feel like, and then with the kids. So I'm like, okay, I last year that was one of my resolutions to be more social. So we got this new house and so we've been having a lot more friends over and
Mm,
social in that way. So
yeah.
and after having a place where we couldn't entertain for so many years, it did feel like a lot. Because then you start having a lot of social things and you get burned out fast,
You do
right?
get
You're like,
burnt out fast.
damn, this is too much now. So I need a good
Yeah.
happy medium.
I think that's too. Like when I was doing my dating series and I was on an app, like you get so many dates that it's like at
Mhm.
first it was fun. And, oh, I get to wear my dresses and I get to dress up. And
Yeah.
then it became like a chore. And I was like, okay, like once it becomes like a chore, just
Yeah.
take a step back. That's why I refuse to get back on the apps. But I'm like, if I'm either I get on the apps and get dates or I go outside and get dates. And I feel like at
Mm.
least like outside, it also like solves the social battery thing
Yeah.
because it's like, when you work from home, it's like you
Mhm.
do be like, "Damn, all I see is this
Yeah.
house. All I see is these 4 walls." So it's good to get outside. So
At least we have fun hanging out together. So I guess we do get
exactly,
a
yeah.
lot of social time,
It's like
like, doing that
FaceTime.
stuff. Yeah, exactly. We're outside, inside is
We're
what we're doing,
outside,
so
inside, but yeah, I'm gonna try and be outside more in 2026.
okay, we've been talking all about our 2026 goals and glow ups around here, and I wasn't feeling well, so I wasn't focusing on my self care much lately. But now that I'm back to healthy, I'm starting to think about what am I going to do this year for a personal self care glow up. So, do you have any recommendations for me?
I have a surprising self-care glow up. So, we are all about our scents over here and how we smell. We like to smell good. One thing that I've been incorporating into my self-care glow up is laundry detergent. Have you heard of laundry sauce? They have
No.
the most gorgeous, Ashley, gorgeous packaging for laundry detergent pods, but it's the scent that really takes it away. These smell like designer fragrances, and I'm not even joking. I was at my sister's house the other day and I like reached over her and she was like, "What perfume do you have on?" And I was like, "I don't have on perfume." She was like, "No, you literally smell like you have on perfume." And I was like, "No, girl, it's these new laundry detergent pods that I've been using from Laundry Sauce. This one's Egyptian rose. So this one is my personal favorite because I love like a rosy scent, but they have so
Mhm.
many other unique fragrances that are out of this world.
I'm so used to using my big, clunky liquid detergent bottle, so those look so much cuter, perfect for a glow up. I'm definitely gonna try them.
Yeah, and they have matching dryer sheets to go with any scent to just like top off that fragrance and like really make it stand out. So like 10 out of 10 would recommend for like a personal self-care glow up is like getting your scent together, getting your clothes smelling good. I highly recommend it for sure.
Do they have any other good scents?
They do, girl. They have this Indonesian patchouli. This one smells really, really good. This one smells really good. I actually got you a box.
Oh,
I
you're
got
so sweet.
you the Italian bergamot. So I'm gonna send you these. It was gonna be a little surprise, but I'm gonna send you the Italian bergamot. Like these smell so good too.
That is actually my favorite color. So I've never seen such beautiful laundry detergent packaging. So that sells me, and I haven't even smelled them yet. So I want to try it just for how beautiful they are. Do they have like a money back guarantee if someone wants to just try it out?
Literally 100% money back guarantee. Like, who does that? Like, what company does that? Like, that's how you know you believe in your product is when you have a money back guarantee. So they have a 100% money back guarantee, which is amazing.
Well, I'm definitely going to try laundry sauce, obviously, because you're going to send me some, but then I think I might also order some. And we actually have a way for you guys to order some too, because for a limited time only, our listeners get 20% off your entire order when you use code receipts at laundrysauce.com. That's 20% off at laundrysauce.com with promo code receipts. After you check out, they'll ask where you heard about them. Don't forget to drop our name, Reality Receipts Podcast. Trust us, your laundry has never smelled this good. And Receipts is RECEIPTS. Just in case you don't know, it's a bit of a tricky one. So laundrysauce.com, code receipt.
The new year is here, and my favorite part about getting back into routine is my HelloFresh box. It's my favorite day of the week. It feels like Christmas all over again. What did you get in your HelloFresh box this week?
Okay, last night I made this amazing creamy chicken enchilada stew, which is so perfect for the cold weather that we've been having. I love the holidays, but it is so much restaurants and takeout and not a lot of health. So I'm so excited to be back on routine, cooking these nutritious, delicious meals. And HelloFresh helps me do that with so much ease. I'm so thankful for them.
Yes, they've definitely been helping me get back into my healthy eating habits. I love their healthy meal options because it does give you those nutritious, delicious meals without repetition and, boring meals. So they have a new GLP-1 friendly menu option and Mediterranean menu options. And of course, tastier menu options. I had to take advantage of those seafood and steak options. I'm actually going to make these steak skewers tonight. Oh my God, don't they look so good? And
They look delicious.
they do, right? And then I made these Southwest shrimp tacos and salad bowls, which were again healthy and delicious. So I absolutely love HelloFresh.
Because when dinner tastes this good, nothing hits like home cooking. Go to HelloFresh.com/RR10FM to get 10 free meals plus a free Zwilling knife at $144.99 value on your third box. Offer valid while supplies last. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. I like it.
Yeah.
But are you actually wanting to ever get married after watching this damn show? Because it really didn't put a good light in marriage at all. So
Oh
I was
my
like,
God. I
damn
don't
it.
know, Ashley.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think your marriage is probably the only marriage that I've seen that's like, oh my God, they're like happy and they like each other. And my mom's brother. Those are the
Mhm.
only two good examples of marriage that I have in my life. But like, we and my friends were just talking about this last night at dinner. Like, marriage and kids are so romanticized that
Mhm.
and when you're by yourself for a long time, like I've been single for a while, I'm used to my own space.
Mhm.
Do you want to get married? Like, is marriage what you want, or is it just like what people tell you that you should want? You know what I mean?
I
Like,
mean, it's not as bad as all these people on the show. showed it. For me, at least, I will say. I do know people that have good marriages, and it's not like this. So it's not all bad. But then I definitely know people that you're like, damn, like it's, I know people. The big debate in these two episodes was the whole sleeping in separate rooms thing, right? Which
Mm,
me and my husband do not do. He's like, I can't remember who on the show was like, that's just not something he would do. He's like, that
yeah.
you might as well be roommates. What's the point of being married if you're not in the same bed? So it's not something that we do, but I know people whose children sleep in their bed. And I don't ask the specifics of what goes on in their house, but basically what they say is the mom and the kids sleep together, and I don't know where the dad is, off in his own room, doing his own thing. I
Mm,
don't see how that's healthy, but if it works for you, I guess it works for you.
yeah.
It doesn't look like it's working for these people,
Yeah,
so.
I don't like, I was like, what's so crazy is because so we got 2 episodes of The Valley Persian Style. So,
Mhm.
in the beginning of, like, episode 1, I had thought that Tommy and what is his wife's name? Tommy
Mercedes.
Mercedes, I think, right? Mercedes.
Mercedes.
Oh, Mercedes. Okay, I thought it
Mhm.
was Mercedes.
Oh, is
I
it?
I don't know. I don't know. Mercedes,
All this
Mercedes.
time have I been saying it wrong? Because
Is
okay,
it
here's the thing.
Mercedes or is it Mercedes? It could
Here's
my phone died,
here's
but
the thing, on Shaw, she was MJ, and, uh, it was Gigi and MJ. So now on this show, they're going by their full names, which Volnessa, am I saying that right?
yeah.
Okay, so I always thought it was Mercedes this whole time I've been, because 'cause I've
Oh.
seen her name. I saw her on, um, Traders, and I've never heard whatever you just said, so.
Oh, okay, well, it might we'll just say
But no,
Mercedes or
you could be
MJ.
fully right, though. This whole
I don't
time I'm
know.
like,
I don't
because
know. I don't know, you guys
because I
tell
think
me.
on Traders, they called her MJ, so I
Well,
think she's
let's just
always
call
been
her
MJ.
MJ. Let's just call her MJ. In episode 1, I thought MJ and Tommy were cute, and then I was like, as the episodes went on, I was like, "Oof, not
Yeah,
so
so
much." Like,
it's spelled Mercedes, like, but I might
"Oh,
maybe
okay."
it's
No,
pronounced the way you're
I feel
pronouncing
like
it.
I heard I don't know why I thought maybe because I have a friend named Mercedes, so
So you
I
could
thought
totally
I
be pronouncing it
heard.
right. I've been just pronouncing it the way I read it, which is
No, that's
Mercedes, but
Mercedes, but I feel like I heard her mom, and I felt like the spelling on the screen was different, but I could be completely crazy,
then
but
oh,
y
no, I think you're right because when you go to her Instagram, she has it the way that you're saying it.
let me
So
see, Mercedes?
I'm so confused because her username is Mercedes, but then on the writing, she has it spelled the way that you're saying it. See how it's 2 different?
MJ, yeah,
Yeah.
Mercedes.
But then above in the username, it's Mercedes. So I think you're right.
Oh, man,
I will
whatever.
say I've only ever known her as MJ. So and I saw actually Andy when she was on Watch What Happens Live, he said the same thing to her. He's like, I can't get used to using these different names because they've always been Gigi and MJ on the other show. And she was like, call
Yeah.
me whatever you want. So
So
now this is gonna be
Shaws of
tricky.
Sunset got canceled.
Yes.
Okay, after how
I
many
don't
seasons?
I never watched it, so
Me neither.
I've only known them from the other shows and they Watch What Happens Live and interviews and just from being in, like, the Bravo universe and all the
Mm,
little side like, Gigi especially has had a lot of fights with people, so I know
yeah.
all the tea, but I've never actually watched Shaws of Sunset, so anything that happened on there is out of my Bravo knowledge unless
Yeah, I'm
whatever
glad
they gave us
they
here.
they did give us some, flashbacks, right? Like, so when they were
Yes.
talking about a specific topic, they would give us like a little flashback of what happened on Shaw's. So I felt like that was like really, really helpful. But I thought that
Mhm.
MJ and Tommy were cute originally. And then it's like as the episodes went on, I don't know. I think that they're gonna separate because I don't know if you noticed that in the intro, all of the married couples are in the intro together, but
Mhm.
they are not. They're the only two that are separate in their intro.
She actually they filed for divorce, so that's been in the news.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow! I didn't know that. Look at how, like, in sync I
Yeah.
am. I had no idea.
Yeah, so she filed in October. So, a couple months ago, 7
Oh,
years they were married. They got married in April 2018. So that let us know when they filmed this because they mentioned they're going for dinner on their anniversary. So, I think they filmed it right before the Valley. So, April to July, they filmed this one, then July to actually they started later for the Valley this year. It was like October. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, so they are getting divorced. And she said, I think on Watch What Happens Live, she said the breaking point was July 4th, but filming was over already. So we're not going to see this breaking point.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh. Oh,
I know.
no.
Yeah.
What did he do?
She didn't say specifically. She just, so I don't know if they're going to probably wait for a reunion to talk about it or season
Maybe.
2.
Maybe, but that I
But
mean,
yeah,
it
that's a
honestly seemed like a disaster from the jump, like the fact that he won't go with your friends, he won't go to any
yeah. I
social
mean,
gatherings, seeing his anger issues. I knew he was from New York before he even said he was from New York. Like, I think him and
mhm.
Michael Rappaport from Traders like have a very, very similar
Uh-huh.
aura, you know, just very, very aggressive, you know. So I'm like,
Yeah.
but like it didn't seem like, it just the way he was, like, poking fun at her, and then the son was poking fun at her, it
Mhm.
just didn't seem healthy, and then he went and threw that man's plants, like, I said, "Oh, he's got some anger issues," you know?
Yeah. And he's just so, yeah, I don't know what she's using
He's
him.
so what, Ashley? Finish your
I
sentence.
I can't think of the word, but not someone I would want to be married to. Do you find anything about him attractive? Like, the making fun of, then we just talked about this with, Love Is Blind Germany, right? This relationship where you're, like, making fun of each other. It's clear that that's not something she wants, right? And so that's the tricky part because 'cause I'm assuming he was like that before they got married, and it's something maybe she didn't like about him. So
Yeah.
don't marry someone that does this, and obviously it's a sore spot for her because her mom is the same way. What did you think of her mom?
You know what? I actually really liked her mom. Like,
Oh,
I thought
no.
her mom wasn't I thought her mom like, I don't know if it's just because she's so glamorous, like, I love that in her at her age, she wakes up every morning and puts on her makeup and
Yeah.
does her hair, and I think I don't know, like, I think that I don't know, I liked her. I didn't see her saying anything too mean, but then it's like they showed
Mhm.
some of the flashbacks and I was like, "Ooh, goddamn."
Yeah.
But it's like, I think, like, in Indian culture, like it's very similar in the sense of, like, they're just fucking blunt and rude, like, my grandma is
Yeah.
the same way, so maybe I'm, like, desensitized to it because I'm like, my grandma is so blunt, and she
Yeah.
so just, like, says whatever's at the top of her mind no matter how rude or, you know,
Mhm.
abrasive it is, and you just be like, you just
Yeah.
let it roll off your back, so maybe, like I said, I'm not as sensitive to it, but I thought she was like I
I was
liked her.
I was where I'm like, "Oh, no, people are gonna think she's iconic." I just think it's gross to, like, tear down your own kids like that, and if your
Yeah.
child is thriving and they didn't, like you said, it didn't bother them, you can tell this, she's very insecure, and that comes from the way her mom has treated her, and you can
Yeah.
just see that she's not thriving. So, I'm like, I don't know, I just don't like parents like that. So
Yeah.
I agree. She's glamorous and good for her, but I don't know. I don't like that.
Yeah,
I
it's
can see,
very
you can
Bronwyn's
literally
mom.
see the hurt in MJ's eyes. Like, she just looks like a very hurt person. Her husband makes fun of her, her mom, and I think some people could handle that. I don't think that she can.
Yeah, it's like when somebody always has something negative to say, which is
Yeah.
definitely like my grandmother.
Yeah.
Like it's just it's annoying, right? Like your
Mhm.
husband never says anything nice, then now
Mhm.
your kid is piggybacking off of it. And
Mhm.
then your mom
Yeah.
is right there too. And then a meddling mom is just never good for a marriage because it's like
Mhm.
I think that's when I knew, okay, Tommy and her are definitely headed for Splitsville because, like, who fucking talks to someone's mom like that? Like, you're getting all
Yeah.
angry and huffy puffy with this old lady. And granted, she could stand her own because, bitch, please, like,
Yeah.
she gonna read your motherfucking ass. But it
Yeah.
was still like, oh my God, like, who talks to somebody's mom like this? Did we see her down talking MJ in the episodes or were they just flashbacks?
I think there was a little bit of both.
Okay.
So,
Okay,
and I
see,
think
I think it
just,
maybe just went right over my head because I'm so used to my grandma doing it to me. My mom doesn't do it to me, and I think
yeah.
it's specifically like and when MJ said, like, I wanna stop the cycle, like, this is so
Mhm.
normalized in our culture that, like, I wanna stop the cycle so I don't
Yeah,
do this
I
to
like
my
that.
kids. I think
Mhm.
that was, like, my mom, like, her mom did it to her, so she makes sure she does not, like, do it to
Yeah.
us, you know?
Do you think that comes from 'cause is this in these cultures, it's only probably the daughters that are treated this way, right? And the
Oh,
men
100%, yeah.
yeah,
Like,
and I'm
I
like
know in Indian culture, like, everyone wants a boy, like, it's like when you get a girl, you're like,
mhm,
"Eh," but, like, the son is, like, praised and, like,
mhm,
like, 'cause my grandma does not talk to my uncle like that, that's, like, her pride and joy, you know?
yeah. Yeah, I wonder if it comes from, like, a little bit of anger that back in their day, life had to be lived a certain way for women, and it's obviously not that way anymore, and that come
Mm,
I just hate moms that are jealous of their daughters or like that in any way, it's just gross to me, but I don't have a
yeah,
daughter, so I don't know the dynamic very well, but I
yeah,
yeah, even though I think, like you said, it's just normalized in the culture or that age group, I
yeah.
just yeah,
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
so.
like it.
I think, yeah, it's shitty for sure,
Mhm,
but I think it is just like normalized. Like a woman is supposed to be this way and it's supposed to be like this for her husband, and it's like yeah, they
mhm,
don't really like my grandma fully doesn't understand. Like it's just not that way anymore. Like you don't need
yeah.
a husband to be successful. You
Yeah.
don't need a husband to be settled. You don't need a husband to like bankroll your
Yeah.
life. Like women do it on their own now. Like it's not like a necessity. People back in the
Mhm.
day, people got married because they had to get married. Like
Yeah.
women had to like tie themselves to a husband in order to live. It's not like
Mhm.
that anymore, you know? So
No. Yeah, speaking of that, also okay, I like MJ, I like Reza, but Gigi, she's such an ick to me. What do you think of her?
Glenessa, I
Yes.
think she looks like Mila Kunis. Does anybody else think
Yes.
that? Like I think she very much looks like Mila Kunis. I think I don't know enough about her for her to be like I
Yeah.
mean, obviously she's gonna be our chaotic
Yes.
character that's gonna give us all the drama. Did
Mhm.
I think she was overreacting to this house thing? Yeah, like, I don't really understand what the big fucking deal is. Your friends are trying to give you advice to, like, downgrade
Mhm.
because,
I just
what are they saying that's wrong? Like,
yeah, I just
what don't you
somebody
like
that,
about her?
like someone that really likes money and, like, the finer things in life, but has, like, no work ethic and doesn't wanna work for it, it's like what is your plan then? Obviously, her parents, like, spoiled her, and I don't know why that's not happening anymore. Did they really tell us? Because I would assume they were kinda commenting that her parents were, like, bankrolling her life. So, like, why aren't they just still doing that? Maybe because of the divorces, I don't know. But it's like,
I don't know.
she's
See,
gotta stop getting
that wasn't
divorced.
clear. That wasn't clear to me as
Yeah.
well. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't clear because I was under the impression that they are still going to bankroll her life, just not
Mm.
in the same capacity. Like
Mhm.
but then I'm like, I know in the next episode we're supposed to see her like asking her ex husband for some money, and then she
Yeah.
said that she started an OnlyFans. So I'm like, I was under the impression that like, yeah, they're still gonna bankroll her life, but not
Mhm.
as much, because how do you
Yeah.
bankroll somebody's life and then just cut them like
Yeah.
you just cut
Yeah,
them
I don't know
off,
what happened there. But yeah, I'm like, if she doesn't wanna work but wants all the money, I think she needs to not get divorced then if that's the best way to do that. So it was like I
Yeah.
was wondering what she did for a job, so I was looking obviously she has the shows, but it's been off of the air for 4 years. So she had a podcast that only lasted for a year. Now she has the OnlyFans, which makes a lot of money, right? So I'm like, "Oh, okay." I thought they kinda told us that at the end, so this whole time I'm like, "Where is she getting money from? I don't understand." But I think she has kids, right? So
She is I
she
think
gets
a
child
kid.
support. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I feel like Reza was trying to give her some good advice. Like nothing wrong with downgrading to save money to get back to where you want to be, but it seems like she wants whatever lifestyle she had married but divorced, but it doesn't really work like that. So
Did she have the money because she was married, or did she have
I
the
don't
money
know.
because it's
They
like I
didn't
think
really
their
tell us.
marriages didn't last that long. She said they only lasted like a couple one of them only lasted like a couple weeks, right? A couple months or
Yeah.
something. So I don't even think the money came from her marriages. I think they came from literally her parents. But usually when you get married,
Oh gosh.
what?
She has I just saw a Reddit post that says she has nannies as well. So it's she's just I mean, if she's got stuff to do, it makes sense. But they were kind of
Usually
painting
when
her as
you
a
get married though, that is when your parents stop bankrolling your life,
mhm.
right?
So I wonder
Be
if that's what happened. Like, even though she's divorced, she doesn't get to go back on their bankroll, I guess?
yeah.
We needed more information. That's the problem. They did give us a lot of backstory, but something's missing a little bit, right? Like, why she can't afford, or like they don't, why do her friends think she can't afford these houses if she has all this money from her family? So,
Well, I think I don't know. It's like I what I got from it is like they were more so encouraging her to try and start making money for herself, living on her own, stop getting bankrolled by her parents because it's taking away from the trust funds or whatever the children would get because
uh-huh.
most of their funds are going towards, taking care of her
Mhm.
when that could be put into a trust or whatever for her nieces and nephews. That's what I
Yeah.
got. If you
I
guys are
just
Shaws of Sunset
yeah.
watchers, let us know in the comments, like, what,
Mhm.
Gigi or Clonessa's deal is as far as, like, her funds.
Well, I see she just did an interview January 8th and says she hasn't been on her parents' bankroll for a very long time.
Oh,
But then it says, still, she doesn't apologize for having family support. What's family for? As a mom, I would never not be there to protect my son and help him financially. So it's like, is there, isn't there? That didn't really answer it. But nothing
if
wrong with that. If your
if
parents are
it's
going to give you money, take it. But
if it's been I don't understand that, though. If it's been for a very long time, then why are we talking about your parents bankrolling your life on the show then? Like, it shouldn't even be a topic of discussion.
yeah, I don't get it. But they will probably explain more as they go along. Maybe she just needed a storyline and financially she's fine, but we're just making I'm assuming her parents supporting her was probably a big storyline on Shaw's, and so maybe they're just trying to like tie that through, even though it seems like she's saying it's not true. So I don't know.
I
I
mean,
I
I
guess
don't
the
know
show was
because
on for like 9 years. That I didn't realize that.
and she said
A
that
long
that
time.
was her first paycheck. Like, she was like, "My first paycheck was from Shaws of Sunset." Like, she said that on here. So,
Yeah, it was from 2012 until 2021.
oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, so they probably did make a lot from that. So,
Yeah.
she's got that and the OnlyFans, so she does have jobs. So, yeah, I think that's what I would be focusing more on as a storyline is how she's working to make all this money to get these houses she wants. But I think because it is Persian style, they're just trying to show this cultural things that they discussed on the first or like the first series. So I get that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so who else do you have thoughts on?
I have thoughts on Reza, the young
Yeah.
one.
Oh, the other Reza.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 Rezas, a little confusing. Neza, as the other girl said.
Oh my god. Okay. How did she, one, not know his name?
It was so bad.
After you spent the night with him, like, first of all, I could tell that they were gonna spend the night together the way they were all over each other at that party. It's
Mhm,
like, you just met him, like, 5 seconds ago, like, what is happening here? But I
mhm.
think Reza's
I think I was confused because at their little date, it seemed like she wasn't into him at all, she didn't know his name. I'm like, "She just wants to be on TV," right? I'm sure she heard, like, this show is filming and she wanted to be on TV. So why did she stay the night with him then? Do you really think that she did, or were they just making that up? 'Cause, them at the dinner didn't feel like there was any vibes there. Like, at the
Yeah,
date
it
after.
was very bizarre. Like, to me, it was like, how did you guys have all of these vibes at the friend party, and
Mhm,
then you guys spent the night together? You guys had no conversations during that whole time you guys spent together. You didn't ask him about his dating history, what kind of
mhm.
dater he is, if he's a fuck boy. Like, you didn't ask him any of that?
I wonder if something
Were they
happened after.
alluding to that they slept together? Did you feel that? Did you feel like they were alluding to the fact that they slept together?
I did, but then, yeah, the vibes were so off on this date. So I wonder if they did, because on the date, she seemed to be like asking him if he's a fuck boy, right? So maybe they did sleep together, and then he was like not talking to her or something. Because
How
it
are
seemed like
you
she was
not
mad.
talking to her when you're
Yeah,
on a date? It's like, if y'all did fuck, it's like,
yeah.
you left his house this morning and now you guys are on a date.
it seemed like she was mad about something, right?
Yeah.
Or, like,
Mhm.
maybe she heard something, or he was weird after. I don't know, I just find it hard to believe that they did sleep together.
Yeah, yeah, I think they
Do you
were
think?
alluding to that, but that they really didn't because she was like, "Well, are you not used to this? Like, let's just get it all out on the table. Like, are you hit it and quit it? Like, are you a fuckboy?" Like, I feel like
Yeah,
that would turn anybody off.
yeah.
That, kind of passion, like, on a
Mhm.
first date. Um
Yeah, she came in a little hot,
She
right?
came real hot. She came in
Yeah.
real hot, not a little hot. She came in real hot, and it was like almost like a complete 180 from the night before. I'm like, if you
Yeah,
got,
very
I just feel
confusing.
like if you had this amazing night to the point where he was still with you in the morning, like clearly there was a vibe, and it just didn't
Mhm.
match. It didn't match. But I think Reza gives me gay. Sorry, he gives me
Uh,
gay. He gives me gay. Like
I well, do you think
none
it's
of
just
your business. Like, all of it. It's just all of it. Like, hey, I think he's bisexual. Like, I think he likes both
yeah.
men and women. You know?
Well, they're just yeah, it's hard for me to tell because I feel like, maybe not all the men on the show, but the men on the show are very, like, well dressed and put together and look good, not
But that doesn't
Tommy,
get
like
like that. Well dressed and put together. That to me doesn't give like vibe, but like his energy, his
his
mannerisms,
personality. Okay.
I'm like, I feel like he might go both ways. I don't know if he's out or not, but I don't know. Is that like, or is he like, does he
I
identify as
don't I've never
straight?
seen I'm not
Oh,
sure if he was
yeah.
on yeah, I don't know if he was on Shaws of Sunset or if he's, like, a new character because we do have some new characters, so I'm not sure. Maybe
Mm, mm,
we'll learn more about him. Obviously, the other Reza, he's married, he's gay, he's married to a man, I like him a lot, I know he's
yeah,
iconic, this is my
he's
first time seeing him on a show, and I like him.
yeah, I like him too. I like him and his
Him and
husband.
Adam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they seem to
Adam, they
have
seem
like a really cute marriage.
very cute. They seem like a great balance, right? Those
Yes.
are the marriages I feel like that really work when you've got like this extroverted person and this introverted and they come together to make like such a good balance of each other. So
Yeah. Yeah,
I
it's
mean
like me and
they better not
you. It's
announce a
me and
divorce.
you. It's like me and you. Like,
Yeah.
it's
You need a little bit of everything, right? Otherwise it's like too much or too little. So they seem perfect, but I mean, you know how this happens. Every time we say a man seems great on these shows, something comes out. So I hope
yeah.
nothing comes out. I mean, they're what, 10 years married. So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
it's a good
Thoughts on oh man, I don't know her name. I think it's Natasha and Amir? No, it's not Natasha. It's not Natasha and
Natasha and
Amir.
Amir.
Amir's the one that
He
has the sad story of his
yes,
ex-wife.
the
Oh
wife
my god,
passing.
that's not them. I've never watched. They're amazing. They're cute, and
Greg and Greg and what's the story? Tell me what you're thinking of and I'll tell you who it is.
it's like the one who
Do
is
they have kids?
the tech no, the one with no
Ah,
kids, the
okay.
tech
Greg and Tannen.
COO. Yes, yeah. What are your thoughts on Greg and Tan?
I mean, so he's like a bomb, is that what they're saying? Like
I
he's a
think
bomb.
so. I think
And
he's the best.
she makes all the money and he's a bomb. What so he had a woman text him at 2 a.m. Why is he giving his number out? Is there any valid reason for a married man to give his phone number? Because I didn't like his excuse. What did
I
he
didn't
say?
like his excuse. I I didn't like his excuse, and
Mhm,
I feel like I've heard that excuse from men before. I just was being nice, or I just didn't wanna be mean, or I just didn't wanna be rude, so I did this,
mhm,
or I did that. I feel like I've heard that excuse before. I don't know why it's so
mhm.
hard for men to just be like, "I'm married. I have a
Yeah.
girlfriend." I don't think I have ever heard a man tell a woman, "I have a girlfriend."
No,
Ever.
they never
Like,
do.
they never do.
Mhm,
Like, they'll either take the number, even if they have no intention on using it, but it's like you
mhm,
don't understand that action alone is, like, embarrassing, right? Like, that action
mhm.
alone is problematic. Like, that action alone is gonna get you fucked up because it's like,
Yeah.
why would you even take her number Why can't you just say, "I have a girlfriend," I have someone. I've never heard a
Yeah.
man say that, like, ever. They just don't. Like, even if they have no intention on doing anything, they just never say it. So, it's like you're trying to get at her for going
Mhm.
out a lot or being at hotel lobby bars, and it's not a good look for your wife to be doing this, but it's a good look for you to have somebody talk about, "Hey, baby," at 2 o'clock in the morning, and you think that,
Yeah.
"Oh, because I showed you, it's okay. Like, I'm not hiding it, so it's okay. Like, I'm being honest about it." And it's like,
Mhm.
why'd you give your number out in the first place, bro?
Yeah, I didn't think his whole, "Well, I showed her, so that meant I was doing nothing wrong." It's like he probably knew he was caught, like, with this woman texting him in the middle of the night, and he wanted to get ahead of it. I don't think he did that because it was no big deal, you know? Or, like, he doesn't that to me says, like, he maybe intends to be single at some point, right? So he wanted to get the number. He doesn't wanna do anything with it now, but he's thinking of the future, right?
She seems like she absolutely fucking hates him.
A lot of these women seem to hate their husband.
She seems like she absolutely despises him. Like, she even said, like, "Before my accident, I was not taking him seriously, like, I had no
No.
plans to, like, take him serious," and then I guess that's the moment that he decided to take her serious, but
Mhm.
sh
Yeah, it sounds like this accident put them in a place that they weren't ready to be in yet, and they made
trauma.
this, yeah, trauma bond, and
Mhm.
they made this serious commitment when maybe that's not where they should have been heading. Did they also mention that they are trying? It's not that they don't want kids, they just have been trying, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
that they're trying, and also they sleep in separate rooms too? Because when the other
I don't
girl was talking about when they were at lunch together and they were talking about
uh
it, I don't know if she,
I
agreed that she also sleeps in a separate room. Because 'cause y'all ain't never gonna have no kids that way. I'm just
No, and that's the thing. I feel like there's a lot more going on probably behind the scenes that we don't know about because they do seem to have some, like, some kinda anger or something going on, right? So I don't know what's going on in their fertility journey, like, where they're at. They obviously said they're trying, so maybe one of them wants to try other things and one doesn't. Like, she does seem to hate him or be mad at him for something,
Yeah.
like, or she just realized she doesn't like him, which happens, I think.
But you probably should stop trying to have a kid with him then, like, that's not
Mhm.
gonna make you like him anymore.
Yeah. It just
And
makes me think of, like, on Sex and the City when Charlotte and Trey are trying to have a baby, and then she wants to adopt and he doesn't, and she just like, you can tell from all the scenes from them that she, like, hates him because he's not, like, in the journey with her, right? So I don't know what's going on behind the scenes for them, but it does feel like something more than this text, you know? Like,
yeah, I
also,
don't
he doesn't have a job, or he does, what, like, not a job like her, not a career the way she does, right?
yeah, and, like, just, like, blatantly said on the show that he's broke, like, "Oh, she could travel with her because I'm broke," and then the guys are all
Yeah.
like, "What do you mean you're broke? Like, your wife is paid as fuck," and it's like he's like, "Isn't that both you guys' money?" And I'm like, "Wait, how does this guy even feel comfortable, one, saying this on camera and admitting that
Mhm.
his wife is basically bankrolling his life, and she's already, like, so beautiful and out of his fucking league. It's like,
Yeah.
what bitch, what's your plan? Because I feel like you are on your way out. You don't got no money. You can't even give me no fucking baby. Like, you getting bitches numbers at 2 a.m. Like, what are we really doing here?
Okay, I was just looking up this other Reza guy because I was trying to find out if he was on Shaw's, and he's a male fashion blogger. And it
Mhm.
says on the streets of Toronto. So I don't know if he's Canadian. It still doesn't say if he was on the original show. You guys let us know if you watched, or is he just like a popular fashion blogger and that's how he got on the show? Like, they
Mm.
want, sometimes they'll put like a big social media personality to get,
Yeah, to get the
yes.
viewers.
So if you're a
Yeah.
long-time watcher, tell us, was he on Shaw's or is he brand new? Because they didn't
Yeah.
say that. They didn't tell, did they say he's new?
They didn't really say, but I guess I figured he was, like, part of the friend group and, like, on the old show, but then I see next week, like, Glonessa's like, "Oh, are you an option for me?" Right, like, they're kinda having, like, some flirty, banter.
Mhm.
So, And they
Yeah, I
said he's
don't
5'8". Also, that's a deal breaker amongst other things.
That's a that's a tricky one. Wait,
When I went out last night, I was like, "Oh my god," there was everybody was I was they were so little. Like, "Oh my god, I don't know if I'm just a big bitch or what, but, like, these men are
well,
little."
hey, that's why the basketball players stick out, right? So good for them. If you're just a tall man that doesn't play basketball, you could probably just pretend that you do and still get all the ladies. So,
That's like I just 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that's fine. Like almost to me sometimes like 6 feet, 6'1" is short because
yeah.
I am 5'6". So with heels, I'm like 5'9", 5'10". Like you
Yeah.
know what I mean, depending on the heel. So I'm like with my heels on, I just want you
Mhm.
to tower over me. Is that too much
My
to ask for?
my 10-year-old
Mhm.
is eye level now to me, looks in my eyes.
Mm.
Um, s I'm very concerned that in, like, the next couple years, I'm gonna be the shortest person in my house, so
Yeah, you will be.
I
You
need
will be. Is
I
your
need
husband tall?
another. Yeah, he's 6'4".
You just hit the fucking
I'm
jackpot. You said
I
his
scoop
brothers are all married, right? Damn
they are,
it.
but
Damn it.
he's the tallest one. His older
Mm,
brother is under 6 feet. It's
mm.
random, you never know, but I scooped him up when he was 21 before there were apps, so I what do they call that? Grandfathered it in or something, like, I I got in just in the nick of time
Yeah,
before
you go,
'cause
girl.
if you I always well, it's a long story, but he's not a cheap man, I'll just say he doesn't like to buy the nicer things in life, and so he drives an older car, and so, right now, he doesn't drive that older car, it's like 2017, but before this, he had, like, a 2005 Saturn, and so
Mm.
I just used to joke, like, "Imagine if we split up and you went on the apps here and you're, like, a lawyer in town, and then you roll up in your Saturn for dates," like, people would be like, "This is not what I was signing up for,"
Yeah, or
because
he's lying. He's
yeah.
lying about his profession, but I
Because
love that, that he's cost
the
efficient.
guy one of the guys in our friend group, well, it's been a while, like, say 10 years ago, or maybe, like, 8 years ago, when they were all lawyers, did get divorced, and so apparently on the apps, he was just, like, pulling it in because it's a small town we live in, not a lot of big not too many lawyers and doctors. There's a good chunk, but not like if you were in a big city, right? So
Mm.
So I was like, "Okay, go ahead, get on those apps and roll up in your Saturn and see what happens." So now he's upgraded, so it's like the car's only 10 years old, so it's not that bad, but
Okay.
what the
It's
hell are
funny.
we talking about? Oh, yeah, height. Short
Reza. Reza and his height.
I know, yeah, the other Reza, though, love him. What we talked
Yeah.
about, Amir no, we didn't talk about Amir and Natasha. What do you think of him, like, obviously losing a spouse, that's heartbreaking, but what do you think of him still being seemingly so affected by it, being in a new marriage? Like, how would you feel if you were Natasha?
I don't know, right? Like,
Mhm.
that's so hard to call because it is, beautiful that he has this connection with her and I don't know because it's like it does seem like he's still in love with her, you know? So I don't know,
Yeah.
that's gotta be hard. I know he said in several ways like, "Oh, I feel like she sent Natasha to me. They have this beautiful life and this beautiful family, and they seem to like
Mhm.
really love each other. But I do wonder how Natasha feels because I think a part of her feels like, I can't compete with somebody who's, you know what I mean? Like, there's no
Yeah.
comparison, right? But I don't know. That must be just really difficult to navigate, right?
Yeah, I think that's another plot on Sex and the City where they say, like, you can't compete with a dead person, right? Like, they're
Yeah.
always whenever someone passes away, when you see them on, like, Dateline, they're never like, "Oh, they kinda sucked." It's always like, "They were a light in every room, and they were
Yeah.
wonderful." Like, you don't remember
Yeah.
the bad, right? You just
Yeah.
remember how amazing they were, or, like, they didn't get to live out their time, so you only they didn't get to a point of, like, getting divorced or being in separate bedrooms, so he's always gonna think highly of her, obviously. And so
Hmm.
when you go along in this new marriage past that 2-year point and things get hard, is he always going to compare, right?
Yeah.
And it seems
Yeah.
like it's going to continue to be a storyline that we saw more in the preview, right?
Right. Yeah. Who
Yeah.
was the one that said, like, "Oh, after a while, it's like having sex with your sister?" Was that Brokey?
That was Brookie, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Now, I will say, I think he
no.
got that maybe he didn't get it, but I remember seeing, like, a TikTok or something a long time ago that said the same thing. It was basically like when you've been married for a really long time, you become like family, right? And so it's like making out with your brother, your sister. So
No, okay,
I've
like,
seen
becoming, like, family and, like, fucking or like, that's a very two very different things, I don't know, in my opinion.
Mhm,
Like, I don't think that you should ever view having intercourse with your spouse as, like, "It's like I'm
mhm.
fucking my sister," like,
Well, you just
no.
have it's okay, imagine living with someone for 20 years, one person.
They've
Think
only
of
been together for 7, so he
no,
doesn't
no, no,
really even
that's shit.
have that excuse.
No, but I'm just saying, like, 'cause, they talked about a lot of the things they do in front of each other, like, when Tommy and MJ had that dinner and he was talking about diarrhea and stuff, like, my husband and I don't do that, and
Right.
you have to leave some mystery, and I know there's
I
the
agree.
argument that you should let it all out there and be yourself, but you have to remember that this person still has to think of you in a sexual way, right? So, as much as you wanna be yourself and let it all out there, it's hard to not think of those things. Now, when you have kids with someone, you get sick, like, you do see people in ways that you're not gonna see, like, a hot girl on the street, right?
Mm,
But I think there's some things that you don't have to show
I
if you wanna keep
100% agree.
that spark, right? Because yeah, that's where I think that whole sister thing comes in. Because it's just like, yeah, if you live with someone for 20 years, you're gonna see a lot there's not a lot of mystery left, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
that's what
I
he's saying, but
fully agree with you that, like, you have to leave some level of mystery. I
yeah.
always say, like, I don't care how long I've been married, I'm not taking a shit in front of you,
No.
I'm not peeing with the door open, I'm
No.
not just, like, if I have extensions in my hair, I'm not just clipping them out and taking them out in front of you, just snatching my wig off, like, I'm not doing that. Like, it's like you have to
No.
leave some level of mystery, and I think that that does keep the romantic spark alive. Like, I'm
Yes.
not just gonna fucking let one rip right in front of you, like, no.
No, and see, my husband and I, we don't go to the bathroom in front of each other, we do keep that mystery, and
See,
so
that's good.
yeah, because I mean, you have to yeah, if you wanna keep that part of your marriage, you have to remember that you're gonna think of that stuff probably, right? But even if you try your hardest, it might be hard to keep that spark alive, at least try though, right? At least
Yeah, and I think that's, right, probably a lot of people get to the point where they don't care to keep that spark alive, so they're
yeah.
like, "Fuck it,"
Mhm.
but, it's so funny because there's this whole debate going on TikTok, like, a whole debate of, like, women being like, "I don't ever wanna live with a man," like, and then this whole, like, "I don't wanna live with a man because it's performative," and you do, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Certain women feel like you do, in a sense, have to put on a performance, you do have to put on an act because certain women
Mhm.
believe you can't just, like, fully let that guard down because that's
Yeah.
when you lose that spark. Like, you can't just,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
walk around looking crusty, dusty, musty,
Yeah.
not take a shower. Like, you can't do the things that
Yeah.
you would do if you live by yourself. Like, you can't,
Mhm.
if you wanna be musty and crusty, like, you do that,
Yeah.
but you really shouldn't do that in front of your man, and then, like, the
Well,
other
see, I
half
don't
of
go
TikTok.
that far. You like, I'll still be in my sweatpants around here. That
Well, that's
I'm not
different,
keeping all
right?
the magic.
Well, that's like, just wearing
Yeah, yeah.
sweatpants versus, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Not saying that you can't be, like, comfortable in front of your man, but it's like,
Yeah. No, yeah,
if
I
you
agree.
lived by yourself, you probably would let one rip. You probably would, maybe not take if you didn't feel like taking a shower for a day or 2, which I don't know who does that, that's kinda gross, but if you live by yourself and you're feeling sick and you don't wanna fucking get up and wash your ass, you don't have to, but you would never do, like, I would never do that with, like, a man living in my house. So there's,
Yeah.
like, this whole debate going on online, and where it's like the girls who, like, do have a man and, like, do these things
Yeah.
are like, "You can do all of that with your man. If your man truly loves you, you just be
Uh,
and it's like,
yeah.
I guarantee he done told somebody that you took a shit. I mean, you know what I mean? I guarantee
Yeah.
he's thought about that shit you took or that fart you let loose. Like, he's thought about it more times than you've
Yeah.
probably he's mentioned it before. I don't
Well,
know.
and that's the thing is I feel like the theory of separate bedrooms could work if like I don't want to do that, but it could work if you're like you have your separate bedrooms, but you meet up once, couple times a week for your fun times, and you're going on dates, and you keep the romance and sparks alive in other ways, but you're like, I
Yeah.
just want to sleep by myself. Then I think it could work. But I don't think in these situations that's what's happening. I think Reza was right. It's just a stop off to divorce, right? It's like I
Yeah.
don't want, yeah. If you're not still hooking up and having romance, it's not
Making
gonna
that
work. So,
making that ti and I think that's where a
mhm,
lot of couples go wrong, right? Like you said, like, keeping the romance alive looks different to everybody, but it's like and I guess Tommy and they were on the right track of, like, when you have these kids, you forget about the romantic side, so go on dates and, like, spend time with each other, like, make
mhm.
time for each other, and it seems like to a couple of our couples are like, "Fuck this." They're on their way out, so what did you think about the last couple, which is the jeweler?
Sky,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is the one who are they
They
married?
No,
They're
they're not
not, right,
married.
okay.
They're the ones that also sleep apart.
Yes.
I kind of agree with him a little bit where he was mad that she sat at that dinner and kind of made like, talked about the snoring. I don't think it's a good idea when partners do that. And I've been guilty of it. And I think a lot of people have when you get with a bunch of other couples and you start like, you want to be funny. So you make fun of your partner. But I don't know. I could see that obviously upset him, and if he did that to her, I'm sure she would be pissed. So what do you think? Is, like, snoring okay to make fun of your partner or no?
Like snoring, but then it took a turn, right? Like it took a
Mhm.
turn because now we're having a very serious conversation and this whole table knows that we sleep in separate bedrooms.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so if you would have kept it at, like, he snores loud and it's like, she snores loud, it's like, but it's like, oh, I had to sleep in a whole separate bedroom because he snores so fucking much. And then it's like, oh, wait, y'all sleep in separate bedrooms because now we're talking about something different. Because it's
Yeah.
taboo, like that couples don't sleep together. But like you said, like if you want your own space and you want to keep your sensuality and your sexuality, there's certain things you don't want this motherfucker to see. But then it's like, yeah, but we still knock boots. Like, you know what I mean? We still have our
Mhm.
sexy time. Like we still make
Yeah.
time for each other. That's different. But I think it's so taboo that people instantly be like separate bedrooms, marital problems. So
Mhm.
I think it took a turn for the worse and he was more so
Yeah.
embarrassed at people knowing that they have separate bedrooms than he was like
Yeah.
about the snoring.
Yeah, and I've kind of wondered, how about this because obviously he's a lot older. Do you say, like, 19 years or 17
Yeah.
years?
Yeah, almost
And
20.
so, yeah, I feel like that can be, like, hot when the woman is in her 20 well, hot to them, woman in her 20s and he's in his 40s, but, like, what does happen as a woman gets to 40 and now your partner's in their 60s? Like, how do they still keep that spark alive or what? I just feel like that's what's happening with them where it's like she's
Yeah.
not really feeling it anymore, but they're not
Yeah.
married,
They're
so
not married, but they also talk about their relationship. I feel like every time those 2 talk about their relationship, it's like, yeah, like, we get on each other's nerves, but, like, we love each other and we respect each other, and basically we built so much together that, like, we have no choice but to stay together. Like, it's not like,
yeah.
"Oh, this is the love of my life and I would never leave him." It's like, "Oh, well, what else are we gonna do? It's been this long, we have these kids." Like, you
Mhm.
know
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're happy, like, they seem like the type that are in separate rooms because it's just too expensive to get a divorce, right? It's just like a
It's
not
just
on paper.
they're definitely giving like, it's more inconvenient to separate, not like we're together because, like, we're the loves of each other's lives. It's like, "Okay,
Yeah.
well, it's just like, we've built this life together and it's just gonna be too inconvenient to separate, so I guess we just gonna stay together."
Yeah, it feels like that with a lot of these couples. Like, I can't really look at any of them and say, wow, they're in love or like a good example of marriage, which is kind of a bummer because it's nice to see
Except
like a little bit of
Reza
full.
and his husband.
Yes, he's the
Yeah.
only, Reza's the only hope at this point. So I hope he doesn't let us down. But I mean, they need mess for these shows, right? We've seen on the other valley as soon as it started airing, everybody started getting divorced. So
Yeah,
we'll see what happens, but I'm enjoying it so far, and not having the backstory is a tricky, but also I like it because you kinda just make your opinions off of the show and not, like,
yeah,
bringing in, like, how they were on the last show, so
yeah,
I am enjoying it. It's more relatable than Vanderpump, obviously, just
100%.
age-wise. They've got problems I can relate to and anyone in our age group can relate to versus, like, working in a restaurant and "He didn't text me back," and all this silliness. This feels more like more higher stakes. Obviously, we got
Yeah.
divorces already, so
Yeah, I think it's good. I like it, and like I said, if you're a new watcher, even if you didn't watch Shaw's, I think it's something you could definitely like get into. you know?
Yeah,
So,
I agree. So,
yeah.
well, we will be back to do Beverly Hills another day because we like to yap. You guys know that. So, and we'll be back with the rest of our Love Is Blind Germany, and we have a really exciting deep dive this week on Tell Me Lies. I've already watched the first episode of season 3. It's so good. So I
Yeah,
can't wait
watch
for
tonight.
that. Yes. Yeah. Pull up a seat, get comfy. There's 3 episodes out for season 3. So we have lots of fun stuff coming, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.
Bye, guys.